with the homie Blaze here by my side. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. I appreciate it. Blessed and highly favored.
Amen. Blessed to have you here, and we're gonna get to know you. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Well, let's first of all let's talk about a little about yourself. First of all, where'd you grow up?
I was born in Mississippi, West Point, Mississippi. I was raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
When did you come to Kansas City?
I came to Kansas City back in '05. My pop's job relocated because he worked in South Haven, Mississippi. His job relocated, and it was either we moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, or we come up to Kansas City. And he was originally born in Kansas City, so it was kind of an easy choice for him. So made that move back in '05.
What were the type of friends you grew up in the neighborhood? Because Kansas City, Arkansas, and Memphis seems like three different worlds.
Right. So I never lived in Arkansas, but Memphis, Tennessee, the neighborhood it was filled with a lot of gangs. I mean, I had some good friends. For the most part, we just played basketball, for the most part. But I hung out with a lot of guys that was within a lot of gang affiliations and around drugs and stuff that was big back then. But I tried to stay. I tried to maintain the course.
How were you able to balance, or remain friends with someone in the gang versus you not being in the gang? Was it? It sounds like a mutual respect that they knew you didn't want to be a part of it.
So back then it was, and I don't know what it's called nowadays. I'm not in the gang culture, but back then it was called. So if you hung around them or hung with them, then it was called you was rolling with them. So I never joined the gang, but I always rolled with them, and a lot of times those led to situations where I had to fight with them because I was riding with them.
Oh wow!
Because birds of a feather type of thing. So the other side see me with them. I'm wearing the colors because I'm rolling with them.
Oh, wow.
So I may have to engage in some battles with them. So
Was it scary for you?
no, because I mean I knew these guys in and out, and it wasn't no guns involved for the most situations. There wasn't guns involved, and I felt good. I mean, I was at an adolescent age. I was hyped up, and we always thought we could fight, and I thought it was kind of fun. Really,
To fight.
it was fun to fight. Back then, it was fun to fight. Yes.
And that's very interesting. Pastor Taylor thought it was fun to fight too. He fought a lot too. The guy you met at church, he was a fighter too.
I mean, because young men,
Yeah.
without the guns, without guns,
Right.
even if it's just boxing and with gloves, it's fun to fight. And
Okay.
that's what kids,
Okay.
that's what we did.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we did.
All right. So, did your parents ever find out about this?
They did.
What happened?
My dad, well, because my dad, he had a history of being in gangs. He didn't want me to be a part of how, to the extent that he was in, and I wasn't. Like I said, I rolled with him. I wasn't really. He coached us. I mean,
What?
yeah, he coached us. It was time.
What type of coaching?
So in basketball.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I said, basketball. So we played for this church league team. We was probably one of the best church league teams it was. I mean, that got us to the AAU leagues because of how good we was with our church league team. And so, like I said, he coached us throughout all the sports, and a lot of the guys in the hood, they was like, oh man, like coach, my pops, whatever, they wanted to join in, and so we just had this whole team of a lot of gang members and stuff. But he didn't. I mean, we didn't see it like that. It was just basketball. I mean, we had lock-ins at the church, and there was different gangs that was there because we all was just to. And I got this song called My Vent. We talked about how we were just all able to be there together just for the love of the game. And it was a colorblind moment. And when I say colorblind, because you got your different colors that represent your game, but it was a colorblind moment. And within that song, My Vent, I talked about how America needs to see that.
Wow.
When it comes to race, we need to be colorblind. When it comes to that, like we all one race, the human race. So that's how we looked at it but for the love of the game of basketball.
Okay. So, your coach, the coach,
Mhm.
allowed everyone to come in with affiliated with their colors affiliation, and then still play
Yes,
basketball?
yes.
Okay.
Because, like I said, we used to do lock-ins, and Saturday mornings used to be our time to ball.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did, because like I said, we was at a church gym.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him the keys, let us do what we do, play ball for like the whole morning. What he did in the middle of like half the time from the start to the end, he would have a devotion time
Mm-hmm.
where he'll bring out, because he used to be a pastor. He's an evangelist now, you would say, but. In the middle of us playing ball, he would break out with this devotion and bring up scriptures, and we talk about it and this and that. So
Wow.
that's how he also brought us together too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You probably was too young to notice, but were some of the gang members saved that day? Did they get saved?
Throughout the sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the sessions,
Praise
yes,
God.
yes.
Okay.